Here is the conversation that is happening right now in every truck stop, every Peterbilt dealership, every Kenworth dealership, and every trucking forum across North America. The same conversation from drivers who love the 389, from drivers who love the W900, from owner-operators who watched both of those trucks get discontinued and who are now standing at the most consequential crossroads in classic long hood trucking in a generation. Which one do I buy now? The Peterbilt 389 is gone. The Kenworth W900 is ending production in 2026. The two trucks that defined what a classic American long hood conventional looked like and felt like and meant for the better part of 60 years are both going away. And in their place, PACCAR, the parent company that owns both Peterbilt and Kenworth, has given the classic truck community two answers. Two new trucks that carry the heritage forward. Two new trucks designed specifically for the drivers who refuse to give up the long hood, regardless of what the aerodynamic efficiency numbers say. The Peterbilt 589 and the Kenworth W990. Today, we go through both of these trucks completely honestly. We tell you what Peterbilt got right and what Peterbilt got wrong. We tell you what Kenworth got right and what Kenworth got wrong. We go through what real drivers on Truckers Report and in dealership showrooms are actually saying about both trucks. We cover the price gap that most people do not know exists between them. We cover the interior differences that matter most when you are spending weeks at a time inside one of these machines. And we give you the answer that the dealerships will never give you because they only sell one of these trucks. Let us get into it. First, let us understand what these two trucks are and why they exist. Because to understand the 589 and the W990, you have to understand the problem they were both created to solve. The problem was this. The 389 and the W900 were built on narrow cab architectures that were becoming increasingly difficult and eventually impossible to engineer around modern emissions standards, while maintaining the classic exterior proportions that made those trucks iconic. The 1.9-meter cab, the traditional narrow structure, the hand-built quality that came from a manufacturing process designed for a different regulatory era. All of that was colliding with EPA requirements that demanded changes no amount of engineering creativity could fully accommodate within the old architecture. So PACCAR made a decision. They would not compromise the identity of the classic long hood trucks by forcing modern emission systems into architectures that could not accommodate them without looking wrong. Instead, they would build new trucks, new architectures, wider cabs, modern engineering from the ground up, and they would dress those new architectures in the most faithful possible recreation of the classic long hood identity that had made the 389 and the W900 beloved. The result is the 589 and the W990, same parent company, same engineering foundation, same problem solved, completely different answers. Let us start with the Peterbilt 589. Because the 589 has been out longer and has more real-world driver experience behind it. Launched as the successor to the 389, the 589 features a long nose hood, chrome detailing, and a retro-inspired look. It is powered by the Cummins X15 engine, delivering up to 605 horsepower with options for 18-speed manual or automated transmissions. The 589 Sleeper offers a luxurious interior with leather seats, wood accents, and a pull-out writing table. Kenworth, the Peterbilt 589, was unveiled at Texas Motor Speedway on April 9, 2023. And Peterbilt made a choice with the 589 that is both its greatest strength and its most controversial decision. They kept almost everything visual from the 389 intact. The pod headlights stayed, the aluminum long hood stayed, the bicycle fenders stayed, the external 15-inch air cleaner stayed, the chrome dual exhaust stack stayed, the stainless rectangular mesh grille stayed. From 50 feet away from the distance at which a truck stop full of drivers first notices what just pulled in, the 589 looks like a 389. That was entirely deliberate. But two things changed that the 389 community cannot stop talking about. The cab got wider, going from the 1.9-meter narrow cab of the 389 to a new wider architecture shared with the modern Peterbilt lineup. 8 extra inches of cab width. 8 inches of additional shoulder room, additional leg room, additional headroom in the sleeper. 8 inches that make the 589 measurably more comfortable than the 389 was. And the split windshield became a one-piece windshield. Just saw this today. The new wide cab Pete. As much as I was never a Pete fan and I did not mind small cabs, I think this is about the nicest of all the new design trucks out today. They did everything right here, unlike Kenworth's W990 abortion. Long aluminum hood, external breathers, all. The right stuff. World's Best That Real Driver comment from BigMacTrucks.com tells you two important things simultaneously. First, that even non-Peterbilt fans are impressed by the 589. Second, and this is the part that directly impacts our comparison, that driver has some very specific feelings about the W990. We will get to those in a moment. Priced between $209,000 and $231,500, the 589 is a premium choice for style-conscious owner-operators. Kenworth $209,000 to $231,500. That is the 589's price range. That is the number you are working with when you walk into a Peterbilt dealership and ask for a new classic long hood conventional. And compared to what you paid for a 389 5 years ago, that number represents a meaningful step up in the cost of entry to this segment. Now, let us talk about the Kenworth W990. And here is where the comparison gets genuinely interesting and genuinely controversial. In 2018, Kenworth began the process of winding down the W900 model line, introducing its all-new W9990 flagship conventional. Sharing its cab with the Kenworth T680 and T880, the W990 replaced shorter hood versions of the W900 model line. Peterbilt sharing its cab with the T680 and T880. That sentence is the most important sentence in understanding what the W990 is and why it divides the Kenworth community the way it does. The W990 does not have a purpose-built long hood cab. It uses the same molded cab that Kenworth puts on its aerodynamic highway trucks and its heavy vocational trucks. The long hood of the W990 is grafted onto a cab that was not originally designed for a long hood conventional. And the people who love the W900 for being a hand-built, uniquely designed, purpose-built long hood truck, they feel that difference immediately. I do not care for what they did to the W990. They could have kept the 900, took the cans off, shaved the lights, and it would have been more efficient. They could have called it the W900E and leave the W900L and be the way they are. Commercial Carrier Journal, that is a real W900 driver on Truckers Report. And that sentiment, the feeling that the W990 is a W900 without the soul of a W900, is widespread in the Kenworth community. Not universal, but widespread. I believe the idea behind the 990 is to eventually end the production of the narrow cabs that are hand-built and hucked together. The 680, 880, and 990 all use the same molded cab. Commercial Carrier Journal's same molded cab. The W990, the T680, and the T880 all share the same cab structure. That shared manufacturing approach is what allowed Kenworth to bring the W990 to market efficiently, and what keeps its price competitive. But for the owner-operator who wanted a W900, because it was different, because it was purpose-built and distinctive in a way that a shared cab truck cannot fully replicate, the W990 represents a compromise that the 589 does not make. Have your heart set on a long nose? Take a look at the new W990. KW cabs are narrower than Pete's. While you will not notice a big space increase if you choose a Pete for OTR trucking, you will really notice the KW's cab in town. Better sightlines, especially on the right side of the truck, make a KW easier to maneuver. The fast lane truck, the W990's narrower cab, is both its limitation and its advantage depending on what you need. In tight urban maneuvering, the narrower cab gives the W990 better sightlines and easier handling than the wider 589. For a driver who runs regional routes with a lot of city work, the advantage is genuinely real. For a driver who runs open highway miles and lives in the sleeper for weeks at a time, the 589's wider cab is the more comfortable daily environment. Now let us go head-to-head on the specific differences that matter most when you are standing in a dealership with your checkbook out and you need to make the right decision. The first big difference is the engine. And this is where the 589 and the W990 tell two very different stories from the same PACCAR foundation. It is the same story with the same engine and same output specs when comparing the Kenworth W990 and Peterbilt 589 long hood trucks. Wikipedia, both trucks run the PACCAR MX-13 as their primary engine option. Both offer the Cummins X15 as an alternative, and the PACCAR MX-13 in both trucks is tuned to the same output specifications, unlike the 579 and T680, where Peterbilt unlocks more horsepower from the same engine block. In the 589 versus W990 matchup, the engine differentiation disappears. You are choosing between these two trucks on everything except the engine. The The 589 is powered by the Cummins X15 engine, delivering up to 605 horsepower with options for 18-speed manual or automated transmissions. Kenworth, the Cummins X15 option in the 589, is worth specific attention because it represents something the classic truck community values deeply. The Cummins family has a heritage in long hood Peterbilts. That goes back decades. The N14, the ISX, and now the X15 are all part of the same bloodline. For an owner-operator who wants the classic Peterbilt long hood experience with the most widely serviced engine in North America, the 589 with the Cummins X15 is as close to a modern version of the 379 with the Cummins N14 as the industry currently offers. Now let us talk about the interior, because this is where you spend your life, and this is where the two trucks make their most dramatically different impressions. Peterbilt's 589 leads in resale. It carries forward the visual appeal and prestige of the 389, giving truck owners a strong return when it is time to upgrade. Peterbilt's 589 features stitched leather trim, smart sleeper layouts, and touchscreen technology. These advanced features support drivers logging serious hours on long-haul routes. Heavy-duty trucking, the 589's interior is the most premium interior Peterbilt has ever put in a classic long hood truck. The 589 Sleeper offers a luxurious interior with leather seats, wood accents, and a pull-out writing table. Kenworth, the fit and finish, are a step above the 389, which was itself a step above the 379. Peterbilt's philosophy of continuous interior improvement while preserving exterior heritage is most visible inside the 589 cab. It feels premium in a way that the exterior's retro design might not suggest until you open the door and sit down. The W990 interior uses Kenworth's modern cab architecture, the same structure as the T680 and T880, which means it inherits all the ergonomic research and driver comfort engineering that Kenworth has put into its modern lineup. Everything is where ergonomics says it should be. The controls fall naturally to hand. The visibility is good. The noise isolation is strong, but it does not feel like a purpose-built long hood classic in the way the 589 does. It feels like a Kenworth which is excellent wearing a long hood, because that is exactly what it is. I would totally rock that in a mostly day cab type operation, but that sleeper is tiny inside with zero storage. Commercial Carrier Journal, that real driver comment about the W990 sleeper, is the most common criticism in the Kenworth community. The shared cab architecture that gives the W990 its ergonomic advantages in the day cab configuration creates limitations in the sleeper. The W990's sleeper space, while functional, does not match the sheer volume of the 589 sleeper. For an owner-operator who runs day cab regional work, the W990 is a completely different calculation. For a long-haul driver who lives in the sleeper for 4 to 5 weeks at a time, the 589's advantage in sleeper space and premium materials is decisive. Now the price. And this is the number that changes the entire financial comparison in ways that most buyers do not discover until they are sitting across from a finance manager. The Model 589 starts at $209,000 with premium versions up to $231,500. Kenworth, the Kenworth W990 starts at a lower price point than the 589 in most configurations, primarily because the shared cab architecture reduces manufacturing complexity and cost compared to the 589's more specialized build. Depending on configuration, the gap between a similarly spec'd 589 and W990 can range from $5,000 to $20,000 in favor of the W990. Peterbilt has the highest resale value for the money spent. Peterbilt, and here is where the purchase price gap gets immediately complicated. The 589's resale premium, the documented advantage that Peterbilt trucks command on the used market over comparable Kenworth trucks, can fully offset the higher purchase price over a 5 to 7 year ownership cycle. An owner-operator who pays $20,000 more for a 589 today and sells it for $5,000 more than the equivalent W990 in 6 years has effectively made money on the premium. The math works in Peterbilt's favor over the long term for owners who intend to sell. But for an owner-operator who is cash constrained at purchase, who needs to keep the upfront number as low as possible to protect working capital in critical first year of their business, the W990's lower entry price is a real financial advantage that should not be dismissed just because the 589 wins on Bonbach resale. Let us talk about what real drivers are saying, because this is always the most honest part of any comparison, and this one is particularly revealing. The Peterbilt community's verdict on the 589 has evolved significantly since the truck launch. The initial controversy over the one-piece windshield and the changed doors has largely given way to genuine appreciation for what Peterbilt actually delivered. Drivers who have put real miles on a 589, who have lived in the sleeper, who have run it through mountains and across plains and backed it into tight loading docks, consistently say the same thing. It drives better than the 389. It is more comfortable than the 389. The wider cab makes a real difference over the long haul, and it still looks like a Peterbilt from across a parking lot in a way that makes you proud. In promoting the Peterbilt 589, Peterbilt calls it the ultimate reward backed by quality, elegance, precision, and style with a dose of industry-leading fit and finish. It almost sounds like a description of a German luxury sedan. Wikipedia, the ultimate reward. That is Peterbilt's own language for the 589. And having spent time with both trucks, having seen what the 589 delivers in the interior and felt what it gives you in the driver's seat, that language is not marketing exaggeration. It is a reasonably accurate description of what $209,000 buys you in a long hood Peterbilt in 2026. The Kenworth community's verdict on the W990 is more divided. The drivers who came to the W990 without deep W990, without deep W900 attachment, without the emotional comparison to a truck they loved and lost, are largely happy with what they got. A modern, capable, well-engineered long hood conventional that does everything a long-haul owner-operator needs. The drivers who came to the W990 hoping it would feel like a W900, updated for modern requirements, those drivers are less satisfied. The shared cab platform, the molded construction, the way the long hood sits on a cab that was not built specifically for it, these details matter to people who knew what the W900 felt like and cannot help comparing. Now, let me give you the honest recommendation, the one the dealerships will not give you because they only sell one of these trucks. Buy the Peterbilt 589 if you are an owner-operator planning to live in this truck for weeks at a time. If the sleeper quality matters as much as the exterior presence, if you are going to sell this truck in 5 to 7 years and you want the resale premium working in your favor, if you want the truck that carries the 389's visual DNA most faithfully, because despite the one-piece windshield and a wider cab, the 589 is unmistakably a long hood Peterbilt in a way that turns heads in truck stops and earns respect at truck shows. And if you want the ultimate reward that Peterbilt promised when they unveiled this truck, the leather seats, the wood accents, the premium materials, the legendary package that numbers each truck sequentially from 1 to 589 and puts a plate inside the cab to prove it. Buy the Kenworth W990 if you are an owner-operator who runs primarily day cab. Regional work where the cab-specific sleeper limitations do not apply to your operation. If the narrower cab gives you maneuverability advantages on the routes you actually run. If the lower purchase price is a genuine operational constraint that needs to be managed carefully. If you want a long hood conventional that carries Kenworth's legendary service network and ergonomic reputation into a new era without the price premium that the Peterbilt name commands. And if you are willing to accept that the W990 is an excellent truck that does not feel quite like a W900, because nothing will ever feel quite like a W900 again. That chapter is closed. Choose Kenworth for lower fuel consumption, efficient serviceability, and long-haul ROI. Pick Peterbilt if you are focused on comfort, image, and future trade-in value. Heavy-duty trucking that is the cleanest summary of this entire debate in one sentence. Kenworth for RO1, Peterbilt for image, comfort, and trade-in. Both are right answers. Which one is right for you depends entirely on which of those priorities sits at the top of your list. The classic long hood era is not over. It has evolved. The 589 and the W990 are the proof. And whichever one you choose, you are choosing to keep something alive that a lot of people said electrification and aerodynamics would kill. You are choosing the long hood, the chrome, the stacks, the bird, or the badge. In a world of sloped noses and camera mirrors and software updates, that choice still means something. It means a lot. And both of these trucks know it.